I didn't say he has to do any accusing, nor we would do that, but I'm saying is, let's worry. If you watch what happened to Devin, Devin just came out and said the damage is done after the fight. You can never go and repair that. So let's be cautious, let's be prepared, and at the very least, join 365 Nevada, 365 drug testing like Devin is doing.
Bill Haney issued a serious warning to Terence Crawford ahead of his fight with Canelo Alvarez, stressing the dangers of stepping into this level of competition unprepared, while acknowledging Canelo's size and giving Crawford credit for taking the challenge. Haney made it clear that the risks go far beyond just boxing skill. He hinted that the most dangerous aspects of such high-stakes fights aren't always visible to fans, suggesting that Crawford could be walking into a side of the sport that doesn't play out on television. Even Canelo himself didn't hold back, reminding Crawford that what happened to Billy Joe Saunders could easily happen again.
You watched Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be almost the same.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, very bad.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This was more than just talk. Canelo Alvarez's mindset is locked in. The way he referenced that past fight makes it clear he's bringing the same ruthless intensity into this one. When Canelo fights fueled by emotion and memory, he becomes a different kind of danger, aiming not just to box, but to break down his opponent. Terence Crawford could be facing the most fired-up version of Canelo we've seen in years, and this isn't just about bold statements. Canelo's behind-the-scenes training shows he is fully committed and prepared for what's ahead. Every punch, drill, and round in Canelo Alvarez's camp is focused on one goal: dominance. This is no casual preparation. It's deliberate, intense, and deeply personal. Canelo fully understands the challenge Terence Crawford presents, and he's sharpening every weapon in his arsenal. He isn't underestimating Crawford. He's preparing to defeat him. If this momentum carries into fight night, we could be witnessing something unforgettable. Even Joe Rogan couldn't overlook one of Canelo's most savage tactics, highlighting a detail most fighters don't realize until it's far too late.
Canelo has such unique skills, and one of the weird things that he does that very few people since Rocky Marciano does is he punches your arms.
Yes.
He brutalizes your arms.
This isn't just about technique, it's a psychological and physical war. Canelo Alvarez breaks opponents down piece by piece, targeting not only the head, but delivering punishing body shots that leave lasting damage. Many fighters enter the ring expecting a typical boxing match, only to find themselves unable to lift their arms as the rounds go on. That kind of relentless pressure can drain even the best, turning the fight into a survival test rather than a showcase of skill. Bob Arum didn't hold back either, pointing out something unusual about Canelo this time, something far more intimidating than his power or speed.
Guy. He has the greatest punch resistance in the sport. You know, we talked about it earlier. One knockout in the whole career.
Knockdown.
And it wasn't a knockdown. And it wasn't really a knockdown in my personal view. So, because he didn't touch the canvas. He's never been on the canvas. And we call it chin. And I think that we kind of missed the point by calling it chin.
What sets Canelo Alvarez apart from almost everyone in the sport isn't just his power, it's his relentless will to inflict damage. You can land clean, heavy shots, yet he keeps pressing forward as if untouched. When that kind of determination is matched with such resilience, it becomes a nightmare for any opponent. For Terence Crawford, dealing with Canelo's unshakable durability might be the toughest challenge to solve. And just when it seems you've figured Canelo out, Bob Arum reveals something unexpected, a unique part of his training regimen that explains why his discipline surpasses that of most boxers.
Watch him train at the equestrian center, where he would go to the equestrian center in the morning and do 2.5 hours of hunter-jumper riding before going to his gym in the afternoon to do 3.5 hours of boxing training.
It's not just about strength. It's about control, balance, and mental focus. This kind of training sharpens reflexes most fighters never think to develop, explaining why Canelo Alvarez moves with such patience, precision, and calculated timing. Every hour he spends outside the ring directly fuels the danger he brings. Inside it, as the Crawford bout draws near, it's clear he's preparing on a level above the rest. But Bob Arum didn't just talk about the training, he revealed why it comes so naturally to Canelo, explaining that his control and balance were built long before he ever stepped into a boxing ring.
Because he was riding horses since he was a little kid. He was skilled enough to do it. You controlled the height of the jumps. You say set the jumps at 36 inches or 40 inches. You know what the horse can do. It's all about staying on the horse.
This isn't just conditioning. The product of a lifetime of discipline. Canelo Alvarez's mastery of footwork, ability to stay grounded under pressure, and composure amid chaos are all interconnected. Learning to control a powerful animal at a young age gave him a mental edge that no training camp can replicate. It's why his stance never falters, no matter how fast the pace or how loud the crowd. That kind of calm might be his most dangerous weapon heading into the fight with Terence Crawford. Still, Crawford is not one to be intimidated. He respects Canelo's resume, but refuses to buy into the hype without exposing the truth.
Got a great resume. You know, I'm not going to take it away from him. He's fought a lot of great champions, but, you know, at the age that he fought him in, you know, they was already on a decline, some of them, you know, and when he didn't, you know, you see what happened. You know, he fought Laura, you know, and I thought Laura beat him, you know. He fought, you know, Mayweather. You see what happened. He fought Bivol when he went up and tried to be great like I'm doing. And, you know, he came up short. You know, when he fought my boy from Texas, you know, they gave him problems. But, you know, it is what it is. I got the style. I got the skills. I got the heart. And I'm not going to sit around and, you know, play no games with Canelo, you know, because he's not going to play no games with me. And it's going to be a good fight. And I'm excited.
Terence Crawford's words reflect more than confidence. They're calculated. He has studied Canelo Alvarez, identified patterns, and pinpointed weaknesses with precision. This isn't a fighter chasing a paycheck. It's a man with a plan, determined to earn respect by taking it. If Canelo assumes this will be another easy victory, he could be in for a grueling night. Crawford's conviction shows he isn't just talking, he believes every word. Storm is coming, and both men know only one will walk away unscathed. While the media fixates on the headlines, Crawford is quietly putting in the hard work behind the scenes. Interview 9. Every jab Terence Crawford throws carries intensity, and every movement reflects precision. This is no casual preparation, he's sharpening the weapons of war, not just showing up for a paycheck. Each training session reveals discipline, hunger, and a burning desire to shock the world, the kind of focus that separates great fighters from legends. If Canelo Alvarez's camp isn't paying close attention, they may be underestimating a problem they can't solve. Even veteran boxer Tony Harrison couldn't hide his respect, speaking with admiration about the risk, the resilience, and the true significance of this moment.
Dangerous fight. It's a super dangerous fight. Yeah. And like I said, my answer to that was my skin color, because I'm always riding for my people. I'm riding for my people through thick in and thick out. Mm-hmm. But realistically, super fucking tough. It's a super fucking tough fight. But I like that the best fighter that I think in my generation is daring to be great. Yeah. You know, against the greatest there is great against. You know what I'm saying? Moving up, skipping a weight class, going into another weight class to fight the very best. My man, kudos to him. I love it. That's what being a fighter is about. Yeah. Taking those kind of chances. So, yeah.
Tony Harrison has endured the sport's toughest trials, so when he calls this move extremely risky, it carries weight. This fight is more than a test of skill, it's a battle of will, pride, and legacy. Terence Crawford is jumping weight divisions and stepping straight into the lion's den, letting his actions speak louder than any bold proclamation. When seasoned fighters praise a move like this, the world should pay attention. Because these are the moments that separate the good from the great, the ones that live forever in boxing history. But Harrison didn't just hype it up. He broke it down with sharp fight IQ, hinting at something deeper. This could be the perfect moment for Crawford to take his shot.
But facts is facts. He got his hands full. But when it comes down to timing, I think the time is right. If you was gonna do it, now is the time to do it because Canelo is slowing down. He doesn't throw as many combinations as he used to. He's definitely still durable. So I don't think Canelo is Crawford is going there trying to stop Canelo because that would be idiotic.
Tony Harrison isn't wrong. Timing is everything in boxing. If there's ever been a moment when Canelo Alvarez's armor might show the smallest crack, it's now. While the danger is still very real, there are signs of wear, fewer combinations, and a possible slowdown. That's what makes this fight so compelling. It's not a walkover, but a calculated risk. Terence Crawford isn't entering blindly. He's coming in sharp, focused, and hungry. Harrison then shifts the perspective, recalling a historic bout, Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo fight, reminding us that speed, footwork, and timing can overcome raw power. Like Mayweather, Crawford thrives on making opponents miss, and if Canelo's pace has dipped even slightly, it could cost him dearly. This isn't just technique, it's precise, intelligent fighting. Morrison sees an opportunity, noting that Crawford doesn't need to overpower Canelo, only outthink him, opening the door for history to repeat itself under a new name. Still, some observers doubt the Mayweather comparison, arguing that this fight carries its own rhythm and a unique level of danger.
It's totally different. I think, Canelo was only 23, he was very young. I think this fight's gonna be great. I do see Crawford maybe pulling it off because he's got good footwork, good speed. But I don't think they're close. I don't similarize those two fights, Canelo and Floyd. I think they're just different styles. I mean, Floyd and Crawford.
Robert Garcia brings a veteran's perspective, cutting through the hype to separate it from reality. He points out that Canelo Alvarez is no longer the same fighter he was in his early 20s. Now, he's smarter, bigger, and more calculated. While Terence Crawford brings speed and precision, Garcia refuses to lump him in with Floyd Mayweather, stressing that this isn't about copying an old blueprint, but creating a new one in real time. The clash of styles between Canelo and Crawford has the potential to produce a truly unique encounter. Meanwhile, Lonnie B didn't hold back in the ongoing debate over the Mayweather comparisons. Former pro and longtime Mayweather sparring partner, he made sure his unfiltered opinion was heard loud and clear.
If Canelo said that, Canelo's punch drunk. To say that Crawford, I don't care what version of Crawford we get, he's not better than Floyd Mayweather. Floyd is special in his own right. I don't think he's the greatest, but I definitely think he's top 5, top 6. You know what I'm saying? Floyd was special, man. Floyd had that it factor. Crawford is good too, but in my personal opinion, Crawford just don't have that sizzle. You know what I'm saying? I think he's been matched right in his career. But Crawford is a dog. He know how to get the job done. But I would never say he's better than Floyd Mayweather. Absolutely not.
Lonnie B has seen too many people throw Floyd Mayweather's name around carelessly. And to him, that level of greatness isn't something to be mentioned lightly. While he acknowledged Terence Crawford as a skilled, relentless fighter, he made it clear that Floyd was different. He had that intangible spark, a special factor that set him apart even among legends. In Lonnie's view, Floyd might not be the undisputed greatest of all time, but he firmly belongs in the top 5 or 6, and Crawford simply isn't in that same lane. Just when it seemed the experts were splitting along predictable lines, Fernando Vargas stepped in with his own takes, kipping the stats and instead painting a vivid, almost comical picture that, while entertaining, carried a chilling truth.
I just think, in my opinion, we're gonna see a Tom and Jerry, brother. That's all. Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry. We're gonna see a Tom and Jerry. You know, Crawford's a little guy, man. My respect. Crawford's a hell of a fighter. Hell of a fighter. He can fight in any generation, in his respective weight class. For a reason. But, okay, but you think he's gonna stay in band with Canelo? No, I don't think so. He's gonna fight the fight, bro. What does Tom and Jerry mean, Fernando? Tom and Jerry is that you're gonna mean we're gonna be running, you know, well, which you should. It's not running, it's fighting. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you know, I love both of those fighters. I think Canelo's a hell of a fighter, and so is Crawford, and so you know. But you know, of course, you gotta go with Rouse. You gotta have your favorite. Canelo's a hell of a fighter.
Fernando Vargas used a Tom and Jerry reference not to mock, but to illustrate the coming chase, predicting that Terence Crawford will fight smart and elusive, forcing Canelo Alvarez to work for every inch. Vargas respects both men, but makes no secret of his loyalty, blending admiration for skill with an old-school pride and raw Mexican power. He's not just predicting the fight, he's calling its rhythm. But before the conversation could settle into respectful analysis, Lonnie B reignited the debate by questioning Crawford's leap to 168 pounds. Drawing from past performances, he recalled a fight where sustained pressure nearly broke Crawford, warning that the same threat could be magnified against a purposeful, intelligent puncher like Canelo. For Lonnie, the question isn't about Crawford's talent, it's whether his instincts will hold when the heat is on. If Crawford chooses to stand and trade instead of box, Lonnie sees chaos, not a decision. Then he dropped another insight, focusing on an often overlooked danger: the toll on the body. Lonnie spoke of the hidden war body shots, weight fatigue, and accumulated where that erodes fighters inch by inch. For someone moving up in weight, every pound matters, and in the later rounds, it's the grind, not the flash, that breaks you. He didn't stop there, offering size comparisons and naming fighters to drive the point home. Knowing his take would rattle Crawford's supporters?
Here's the thing, right? I think Crawford is good, but if you look at his fight with what's his name? Matrinov? I'm sorry, Matrinov at 154. Like, he gave him trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying? He gave him trouble. I think he's going up 2 different weight classes. I think Crawford's an excellent boxer, but I think his heart is too big sometimes. I think if he get in a slugging match with Canelo, it's going to go bad for him. But I can see him, this is how I think the fight going to go, and I could be wrong. I can see him outboxing Canelo for about 5-6 rounds.
Lonnie B zeroes in on size and durability factors often overlooked when hyping. A slick technician like Terence Crawford, he points out Canelo Alvarez's experience against naturally bigger opponents who can absorb punishment and fire back, warning that Crawford's frame at 168 makes the challenge real. As the fight wears on, Lonnie says the weight gap will become more apparent, shifting the battle from speed to survival in a bigger man's war. Still, not everyone is counting out the master technician. Former champion Mikey Garcia boldly predicts Crawford will win not through power, but through boxing IQ, movement, timing, and the ability to dismantle a storm piece by piece. Garcia downplays weight classes and knockout reels, valuing discipline, preparation, and the mental grind that defines great fighters. In his eyes, brute force may start a fight, but intelligence finishes it. Then comes Daniel Jacobs, a man who's faced Canelo and watched Crawford's evolution firsthand from hungry amateur to elite pro. Jacobs speaks of a deep, burning hunger. That can't be measured on a stat sheet, the kind that decides who leaves with their hand raised. Having felt Canelo's power and witnessed Crawford's rise, Jacobs knows the magnitude of this challenge, yet senses something dangerous brewing. To him, this isn't just another fight, it's a statement in the making. A rare clash where greatness has the chance to surpass itself.
Excited about this fight. Canelo obviously is self-explanatory. There's really no need to go down the rabbit hole when it comes to him. But I do see this being as a 50-50 fight. But if I was a betting man, I would bet on Crawford. But also, too, you can't count Canelo out. I mean, would go in, I'm assuming, as the favorite.
Daniel Jacobs frames the upcoming clash as a nail-biting war. Canelo Alvarez, a proven force, of power, precision, and presence, versus Terence Crawford, sharp, calculated, and fueled by ambition. This bout transcends titles and tradition. It's about pride, control, and proving supremacy. Both fighters have earned their place at the sport's peak, yet only one will emerge victorious. While opinions fly from breaking news to insider forecasts, the ring sums it up. This is one of the most compelling matchups in recent years. Crawford's IQ and timing are exceptional, but Canelo's experience and toughness are equally formidable. It's the timeless duel of skill versus power, hunger versus dominance. No matter the outcome, a war is guaranteed. So, who has the edge? Crawford's calm precision or Canelo's relentless force? Which moment will define the fight? Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more fight breakdowns. Asterisk.